Hi guys and welcome back. I'm Enigmas and this is episode 2 of our pre-release alpha footage of Folk Tale. If you recall in the last episode, I was supposed to start training militia to recover our villagers who were kidnapped by goblins, and I was making an iron smelt instead. So the nice thing about not being able to save your game is that you get to start over every time you load up and fix all the mistakes that you made as though they had never happened. So you can see this is our barracks, and these are our 5 militia, and if you look at the little faces over the health bar, it that's the maximum. It looks like specialists assigned to the building, so 5 is the most I can have. So much for my 6 to 9 theory, but I think we'll be okay nevertheless. Now, before we head off and start the process of recovering our villagers so that we can once again enjoy our toast, I just wanted to show you one feature that's really, really cool that I overlooked in the last episode because I wasn't even aware it was there, and that is, you can see we got the normal fly around sort of point of view, but then we can also walk around in first person sort of mode, and we can go into buildings. We can go in and see what's going on inside, and there's ladders that you can't climb yet. I think you can fly if you want to fly around in there. So apparently, the plan now is that instead of just normal doorways, there will be like portals so that you go into buildings and it'll be like an instanced interior. Now, I'm already seeing people. I've seen this concern raised in many, many games. Anytime someone talks about portals to instanced content, it breaks my immersion. Well, what would break my immersion more is being told that buildings are fun to explore, and you go into the woodcutter's shack, and all it is a boiler. Because in order for the building to scale properly, that's all there is room for. So you make it instanced, and all of a sudden you can have workbenches, you can have all kinds of crazy things that make sense to have in a woodcutter's shack above and beyond just a boiler. And if that means it has to be on the other side of a portal, possibly even with a brief loading screen, I'm fine with that. Because immersion shouldn't be an excuse to do things poorly. And I'm not saying this is poorly, I'm just saying, if this was what it was, I'd say, okay, there's a boiler in here, but then they say, well, actually, we're going to do portals, and it's going to be bigger inside and more detail and stuff like that. That's much better. That's much better. So immersion be damned. I say, give me the portals and give me awesome buildings that I can go into and visit with folks and get quests and loot and things like that. So, enough of that. We have to go rescue some villagers. Really, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the combat. I'm in a tree. That's not where we wanted to go.
Mine is to obey.
So we're going to advance our militia. We've already assigned them to a squad. They are Squad 1. Pretty easy to manage. They move at a pretty decent little clip here. They're not taking their time. I did equip one of my guys with some gear that I had. Are they going to stop so that I can... Yeah, they're far enough away. You can see this is the master inventory. This is sort of my god inventory. All the things that I have. Now, I picked up a rare sword, a rapier, that's for knights. And then I already had this steel sword that is for knights, and I don't have any knights. All we have is militia. So I'm assuming that knights are a unit that we will gain access to later on. We want to close this before we...
victory and mead.
To victory and mead. That's right. Give them hell.
You're looking at me.
So we made quick work of the kobolds. My guys really didn't take any damage at all.
Combat. We should explore beyond the village borders and see if we can pick up the trail left by the goblins.
So we should also check for loot. Loot all. Holy cow. Nothing I can use. The key I can probably use later on, but the weapons not so much. Those are all for the knights, the cool kids.
We need more manpower to keep growing at this rate. Constructing 2 more cottages will encourage new settlers to arrive on the boats.
So they want cottages. See, the thing is, if these militia guys die, which is entirely possible with me in command, I want to make sure that I've got the population to train up new ones, maybe, and, you know, keep the campaign going. Because, like I say, the last time I tried the combat part, I had my 3 guys. Stop it.
Move out. Forward.
Bad for that. The last time I tried the combat, I had my 3 guys, and they got flattened pretty efficiently. It was actually shameful. And it hurt my feelings, really, is what it did. So these guys, I'm kind of, I'm doing my best to look after them. I've given them the advantage of numbers as best I can. But at the same time, I have no illusions about their ability to survive. So we're coming around here. It's getting kind of ugly, kind of scary. It's dark.
Mine is to obey.
Oh, the music just changed.
Forward! Attack!
Oh my god, all the kobolds.
Great! Our little village is a bustling hive of activity. But we're going to need more food as new settlers arrive, and more diversity as their taste buds develop. Build a cow pasture for milk and a chicken coop for eggs. Then we can start selling them from the storehouse.
Right.
Double time.
Actually, you guys go up there a little bit so that I can reach the loot. Thank you very much. Ooh. Acts of evisceration. We'll have to take a look at those. For some reason, sometimes in the loot window, the description doesn't really show up when you mouse over it. But that's, it's kind of part of the process, is it's not always going to work exactly as we would like. What has this guy got? We've given him a ring. So you can't even mouse over it. This ring gives him like +2 stamina. And then there was this, the gladiator helmet gives him a bunch of strength. And then what else did we get here? We got iron ore. Oh, that's from the iron ore place. So the dire helmet we'll give to this guy, because he's militia, so he'll wear it. And where's the axe? That's militia, so he's gonna get all choppy with the axe. And wasn't there 2 axes?
I still don't know what it does.
I could have sworn that I picked up 2 axes. Doesn't matter. No more sparklies. I could go back and I could make the cows and the chickens, but you know what? It's not a priority because we've got stuff going on in the field. We've got guys to fight.
Move out.
We got a big hill to run down. This is far more important than cattle and chickens. So they're faring fairly well so far. 6 kobolds almost all at once. We got new villagers coming in.
By your leave.
More meat for the grinder.
Mine is to obey. Double time.
And we got a guy down here with the quest, the universal quest insignia.
No, I prefer a good book.
What was that?
No, Hobbles! My beautiful Hobbles! They've stolen you away from me!
You all right, mate?
No, I am not all right. Those filthy goblins have stolen my Hobbles away from me. Oh, I can't stand the thought of their filthy, rough hands all over him. I feel faint. No!
Who are you? And what you doing out here in the middle of nowhere anyway?
I am Camfrey Mageflower, and Lord Blackdark banished Hobbles and I for living an, alternative lifestyle.
What, for being,
No, silly! Hobbles is my familiar.
Oh, right, that's like a pet, is it?
More than a pet. We have a magical bond. Our minds and souls are intertwined in a beautiful, penetrating partnership. Lord Blackdark banned all wizards from having familiars. He thought it was creepy.
Sounds a bit overly familiar to me.
Well, yes. We were banished to this hellhole, and now my beautiful Hobbles has been taken from me. I must get him back, no matter what the cost. I can't do this on my own. I need some big, strong lads to help me.
Oh, well.
I heard the goblins talking about some settlers they'd kidnapped from a nearby village. They must be on the other side of this wall. Now, the first problem is how we break through these gates. I think this may be a bit much for even your rippling physique. So how do we get through? Let me think. Aha! Hobbles and I were looking for somewhere warm to snuggle up the other night, and we happened on an old golem. We could use that to bash through the gates. If I remember correctly, it was a McDongle Mark IV, so you'll need to insert a McDongle's gem of rebooting to reset its commands before it will obey you. Now, I've seen a gem of rebooting. Where was that? Ah, yes, the deserted monastery up on White Peak. Watch out for the monks, who found enlightenment by becoming werewolves and now practice were-fu. It's like Kung Fu, but hairier. Fetch the gem of rebooting, activate the golem, then bring it back here. Then we can use it to break down the doors and rescue Hobbles and the villagers. Hurrah!
Right you are, sir.
Okay. Just when you think it couldn't get any stranger, we've been given a task involving hairy men in a monastery.
Away I go.
Is it? No, it's not this way.
Resource capture.
What did I just take command of the catapult? Because that would be... Oh, it's a stone quarry. I was gonna say, that would be cool. Suddenly I understand how I got my butt kicked so badly that last time. Okay, so I have to bring my guys all the way back up here. Fortunately, they're pretty smart. They can see on the hill there's only so many easy ways to go up. I don't have to kind of guide them at every corner. And off into the snow we go.
Forward.
Taking care to avoid avalanches and frostbite and yellow snow.
Heading out.
What do we got? That looks... Oh, it's a question mark floating in the middle of nowhere. Aha.
The monastery of the monks of the Mangy Wolf. Once a religious sect of great devotion and piety, they practiced in solitude and silence in their quest to achieve enlightenment. Evil monk Wolf Chow became head of the order and ruled the monastery with a leash of iron. He even banned the monks from making their renowned homemade organic toast.
Organic
The monks rebelled,
toast.
led by Rufus Pooh, but couldn't stop the ritual of the Bloody Fang because Wolf Chow used the unearthly and ancient squeaky toy weapon to distract Rufus and his followers. Wolf Chow found the twisted path of the mangy wolf by becoming a werewolf and learning the dark secret of were-fu. That night was known as the Night of the Pointy Teeth, and Wolf Chow turned all the monks into his werewolf disciples. Now they practice the fearsome were-fu and follow the dark path. Approach carefully, as they no longer need a full moon to become their doggy selves. And they have very pointy teeth.
Very pointy teeth. Beware the pointy teeth. So, we got one guy up here. And I think my 5 guys are up to the task of beating the crap out of him.
I have won.
He hits pretty hard, though. My one guy just leveled up, but he got clobbered there for a pretty substantial chunk of health. We're gonna... What do you got? More keys. More keys. And,
Back in formation.
no chests. So there's... Is it 3 guys up here? Yeah, 3 guys up here. Just
I
gonna...
want the right to arm bears.
The right to arm bears. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna move our guys up here and see if the wolves come down to cause trouble. Because wolves are like that. They're just kind of troublemakers.
Worst. Have you tried watching darkness?
Oh, jeez. Now it's 4 on 5. We're swinging hard. We're 3.
Taste of victory. Oh no.
Did I lose a guy? I think I did. I think I lost a guy. I heard someone say, "Oh no," in the middle of all that. Yeah, we lost a guy. I hope it wasn't anyone with good gear, because that's really all I care about when it gets right down to it. So it was 4 wolves and 5 guys, and we lost 1. Not bad. We're getting a lot of keys. A lot of keys. Okay, so show me the chests. I don't mind keys as long as I've got something to unlock.
Away I go.
Alright, so 4 guys, and they do regenerate health. So after each sort of encounter, we can kind of pause, loot, take a look around, give them a chance to get back up to full before we push on. I don't know if it'll be like that when the game releases officially, but it definitely takes a little bit of the stress out of it.
Forward.
If you can only have 5 militia trained out of a barracks at once, kind of don't want to be losing them every encounter. So we got dude up there.
Villagers have arrived.
We got reinforcements. Oh, dude up there. This is where you wish you had like a bow or something, some way you could get their attention without attracting all their friends.
Time to die. Heading
No.
out. Arm yourselves, men.
Try not to attract unwanted attention.
We have won the day.
Yeah, look at that guy. Yeah, I probably could have targeted that guy and pulled him out of the mix, but what the hell? Was that? Okay, good. So we lost another
By
guy.
your leave.
I saw his health getting low. I was like, do we pull him out? Do we leave him in? Do we... What are we supposed to be doing here? I sacrificed him for the greater good, is basically the summary of what happened there. So now we've got these 2 guys. And are they going to summon even more guys? What's the story? I'm not seeing any guys to be summoned. I kind of have a feeling that this door is going to open and I'm not going to like what comes out. But that's the thing that we're sent here to get. So let's advance.
Double time.
I think our 3 guys can handle 2 wolves. Especially if that guy continues to ignore us. Excellent. One guy got like triple the experience the other guys did.
One does not simply
More keys.
quick march. May you die.
Now, the good news here, looking at my gold, is I could afford to train up 11 more militia immediately, provided that I had the capacity for specialists and the people to do.
Still don't know
But-
what it does. People think I stand around all day, but there's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot of people who
Another
don't.
key.
God, this helmet's heavy.
Alright, so let's, what? Did I see something? No. I'm being taunted. I'm being... So this is
Military
the...
training to never wear a red shirt to work. Away I go.
McDonald's Gem of Rebooting.
Your wish. Move out.
So, I feel like
Forward. At
a way
once.
in, find the dwarven key,
Heading out.
open the
By your
portcullis.
leave. At ease, soldier. Mine is to obey.
Okay, so,
Double
yeah,
time.
looking for a dwarven
Quick
key.
march.
Is that the portcullis we're supposed to
Tis
open?
an honor. As you wish.
I don't know.
Away I go.
Is it in here? Yes.
Double time.
So let's get the crew all together
Who goes there?
and open the portcullis.
Quick march.